Hello, everyone. My name is Brent Yates. I'm the CEO of swXtch.ai, and I wanted to introduce you to one of the interesting evolutions of the partnership between Switch and Microsoft. Switch is a networking company. We provide networking services to connect live media to any of the clouds, and primarily Azure. One of the things that we have recently introduced is a partnership between Switch and Azure to provide a connection between live media and AI services. Connecting live media to AI is very, very difficult. There are a lot of problems with doing it. There are network transport issues. Broadcast standards don't usually work in any cloud environment. There are time synchronization issues. There's model integration issues, and then one of the biggest problems is no one really knows what models are out there and what models can do things that provide real value to the media ecosystem. So at Switch and Azure, we solve all of those problems. We're a complete end-to-end solution for connecting your live media into Azure, connecting it to an AI model, gaining value from what that model can produce, and getting that data right back into your on-prem facilities in a way that integrates naturally with what you already have. And with Azure, it's a great partnership because Azure has the infrastructure to do it, the models, and a lot of your corporate data. So one of the places where we really integrate well with Azure is with the FabricIQ system. So 25-30% of all corporate data is sitting in SharePoint, in Outlook, in Teams. How can you use that data to influence what's going on with your live broadcast? How can you do brand safety and make sure that your compliance terms are automatically integrated with that system? With the Switch and Azure integration, you can do that very easily. And let me show you what that looks like. So this is an example of how the Switch system can take live media, integrate it with Azure's FabricIQ Lakehouse, having all of your corporate data, and provide brand safety for your system. So let's say in this case, you are trying to determine whether or not you can show a particular ad in a live stream. But the ad vendor doesn't want their ad shown if it doesn't match the emotional content of the video. So we can do ingest of the live video in whatever your native broadcast systems are. We can bring in the audio into the system and do audio to text and have context data now that we can feed into your brand safety model, which is provided by Azure as part of the FabricIQ system. All of that can be integrated with your corporate data and then sent to an LLM with your content data, your text-to-speech from the audio, and then a decision can be made about whether or not the ad matches the emotional content of the video and then is allowed to play. And that gets emitted back into your on-prem systems automatically through the Switch AI system, back into your Avid or your software systems to make a decision. And all of that is set up through a system that allows you to easily create pipelines within the Azure ecosystem. So Switch provides a full front-end system for you to enter through a prompt and create these pipelines automatically. They'll be stood up on Azure. The normalization will happen. The output from your system will connect back into your on-prem system, and all driven from prompts. So if the network here works, this is actually running a live system where I've asked it to do active speaker detection using an NVIDIA model and deploy that within the Azure ecosystem. It's going out and right now decoding what I actually asked for, and then hopefully if the network works, it will come up and tell us this is what we want to build. This system is a smart expert. It knows how to do, in this case, the network decided not to work. It knows a knowledge base of how to connect to every model in the system. It knows how to stand it up within Azure. It knows how to monitor the system, and it gives you a consistent pricing for the system. And all of this builds back into the Azure FabricIQ system where we can monitor what is going on. And again, it builds a full ecosystem for you to take in your corporate data, your data extracted from smart models, your data extracted from your audio, from your video, and connect that back into your on-prem system. So the idea is that we can route live video from anywhere in the world, connected into Azure, connected into your corporate data, make live decisions with models, and then put that back into your on-prem system in the formats that matter for you. And we're showing this also in the middle of the booth here under the intelligent orchestration system. So if you have any more detailed questions, please come by. If you have an immediate AI workload you'd like to talk to us about that you'd like to deploy on live media, please ask, because we're looking for customers right now who want to trial this system and work with us and Microsoft to make this real. So, thank you.